This is Wednesday, May 12th. Had an interview Monday with Moss Middle School. It went pretty well. I hadn't heard anything from Warren East. He said he expected to have an answer on Wednesday. He said, but if I call and offer it to you, I'm going to be enthusiastically offering it. Hopefully you would enthusiastically accept it. I felt pretty good coming out of the interview. Felt pretty good. Prayed, continue praying. Tuesday got up, woke up, felt pretty good. And just continue praying. And by last night, which is Tuesday night, I felt pretty good that if they call and offer today on Wednesday, that I'll accept the job. I emailed Warren East yesterday and said, they've done a job interview. They're expecting to make a decision. Just kind of want to know when you're going to start interviews. Sent that email and got the reply right back from Mr. Vincent, the principal, saying they're going to start pretty soon. But they wasn't direct, like, oh yeah, we want to have an interview with you and that kind of thing. So it just kind of seemed like more just falling in place to say, okay, yeah, if Moss offers, and I was feeling pretty good about Moss, then I'll probably accept. Woke up this morning, feeling just as good. I kind of forgot about one meeting, a virtual meeting we had. I got in it, and I'm sitting there in it, and my phone starts buzzing. I look down, it said Warren East High School. It's like crap nuggets. And he was calling to set up an interview. Man, how's this change everything? Called him back to kind of see when this interview would be, and they've set it up now for tomorrow, which is Thursday. So everything's kind of definitely changed from this morning. Yes, I'm definitely accepting Moss, but now that I can have that interview tomorrow, I've decided, unless God tells me something totally different, that if he calls today, I'm just praying God makes it easy, I guess. If he doesn't want Moss, that'd be easy way just to have him tell me no. Or go in that interview tomorrow with Warren East and it doesn't go very well. Well, I had my interview with East today and just didn't come out feeling as good about this one. Just don't think I sold myself as well as I could, and just don't feel real good about it. But I feel really good out of the Moss, and I still haven't heard from them. So, which also kind of makes you feel kind of bad. Just kind of starting to feel not wanted, but I know it's God's hand on it to just try not to let it bother me too much or get to me too bad. I got a call from, did not answer, because I was just getting up, actually. He didn't leave a message. I was kind of thinking maybe if they weren't going to hire me, they'd say, yeah, we're going to move a different direction, but wants me to call him back. So I'm still praying on even how to handle the response. But I'm going to call back at lunch, and if they offer it, I'm probably going to ask to have the weekend so I can pray about it, continue to pray about it. I'm getting ready to have a transition meeting, but it's kind of weird. It could be my last ARC meeting. A new update, I was down talking with Jessica and came in and my phone starts ringing. It was Mr. Knoll again. But knowing that he's calling a second time, I started to feel he's calling to offer. Texted him and said, hey, I'm in meetings. And I step out in the hallway and Mr. Frazier's walking down and he's like, hey, T, I think he's looking at his phone. I think Mr. Knoll's trying to get a hold of you. He's like, I think he's going to offer you the job. So just wrap your mind around that when you call it. Looking at how I felt after East and how I felt after Moss. I'm just the way things had kind of laid out, kind of thinking that's the way he wants me. I'm quite confident that I'm working on my last conference summary here. Good enough for me. Well, so I actually meant to record the phone call to the principal. I mean, I wouldn't have had his voice on there, but just have, my response kind of, like the draft and stuff like that. But I forgot, so I didn't. His first statement was, well, how would you like to be a dragon? And leading up to that point, I was going to ask for the weekend. But the way everything just laid out and continued to lay out, and the way I just continued to feel good, and the way Betsy was feeling good, even Will was feeling good, and then Noah was feeling good. It was just like, God was kind of like, yeah, you can take the weekend, but why? Because I'm just told you, laid it all out. What else you need other than me to come in the burning bush and tell me? It was just there. There was no reason to think anymore. When he asked me that question, how do you want to be? What do you think about being a dragon? I was like, I would like that. And I was like, well, no, I would really like that. So I accepted. It's gonna be tough, but I've been at Plano since 2008. I made some really good friends. I've had a lot of good memories. I'm not leaving Plano because I'm angry with it or because it was a terrible relationship. No, it was a great relationship. It's just time for a different chapter.